Ladies and gentlemen, I think the Atlanta Hawks blew it. The Atlanta Hawks had the number 3 pick in the NBA draft. If you're Atlanta, you're looking for superstars, right? Well, I'm wrong. According to sources close to the Atlanta Hawks, their thought process is they want a guy who's going to revitalize the franchise, not necessarily win them games right now. They want to continue to struggle and struggle and struggle for the next 2 to 3 years. They're telling teams that they're not interested in trade offers for Dennis Schroeder. They want to struggle. They want to struggle for the foreseeable future because they look at it as like, yo, we're going to try to Philadelphia 76er this thing to the top. And why not do that with a guy like Trae Young? So pretty much the Memphis Grizzlies got screwed, but I'll do that in another video. So Atlanta had the 3rd pick. The 4th pick belonged to Memphis, and the 5th pick belonged to the Dallas Mavericks. Y'all already know Mark Cuban of the Dallas Mavericks is always working. He pretty much knew it was just like this. The Grizzlies wanted Luka Doncic, period. They wanted Doncic from the get-go. That's who they wanted the entire draft process. Well, they were the only team in between Atlanta at 3 and Dallas at 5. Atlanta made their selection Trae Young. They wanted Trae Young. They just didn't want to do it at number 3. Obviously, they knew that Trae Young would be available from picks 5 through 8. He would be around or somewhere in between. So the Atlanta Hawks, in an attempt to get more first-round draft picks, they traded with Dallas the number 3 pick, in which Atlanta drafted Trae Young, and the number 5 pick, in which the Dallas Mavericks knew that Memphis was not going to draft a point guard. I would have drafted the point guard anyway if I was the Memphis Grizzlies, just to piss Dallas off. But Dallas ended up drafting, Atlanta ended up drafting Luka Doncic, and then the Dallas Mavericks ended up drafting Trae Young. So they flip-flopped. So now Luka Doncic will be a Dallas Maverick in the backcourt with Dennis Smith Jr., and the Atlanta Hawks will get Trae Young, a guy to revitalize the city of Atlanta. He's gonna fill some tickets. He's gonna probably get the urban culture in Atlanta. So he's probably gonna be a good pick. I probably would have took my chances on Luka Doncic if I was Atlanta, because there's a potential of superstardom. But the Hawks don't even want to be good right now. They'd rather have a really good player that's gonna take time to develop than to go after Luka Doncic, a guy who, if the experts and scouts are right about this kid, he's ready to come in and change a franchise around. I think it's a big risk for Atlanta, but they're thinking long term. They're thinking that Dallas still will be okay, not good next year, and maybe fall into the lottery next year, and then they'll be able to have 2 lottery picks with their own lottery pick, because Atlanta's going to be bad, even with Trae Young next year, and then they'll have Dallas's first round pick next year. So that's the thought process behind it. I don't agree with it, but if I'm Dallas, you got to look at yourself as a winner. You got Luka Doncic at 5. Again, if scouts are right, I have not seen a lot of this guy's basketball. I've watched some highlights, but I want to be able to watch it live. If people are right about this guy and he's a franchise type changing player, Atlanta just missed out, and they don't even care, because they rather have the slow build. They rather have the good player with the potential of great, and Trae Young, the Steph Curry type protege, who's going to take some time to develop. Remember, Steph Curry, out the gate when he transferred him to the NBA, it took him a couple years. It took him a couple years to get his body right, everything. So it might take Trae Young a couple years to take them hits and get some weight on him and everything like that. That's the Atlanta Hawks thought process. Bottom line, the Memphis Grizzlies got screwed as Atlanta and Dallas got what they wanted. I think Atlanta took a big risk, but hey, it's Atlanta. What else do you expect? I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing